But another good one for Taj. Battled his way through 5 innings.
Taj lined up to throw next in the Tiger series on this upcoming first homestand, but first 3 with the Rays. As Cole Ragans is back out to begin the 6th. It'll be Gray, Martin, and Buxton. 9-1-2 in this 1-run game. Gray struck out swinging in the 3rd. He was batting while Clemens was trying to steal second base. And the call was confirmed, just in terms of the proper verbiage on the out calls at the bases. It was confirmed. Clemens was out. The Twins do not have a challenge. And Gray strikes out on 3 pitches. 7th strikeout for Ragans.
Two left on left. I don't think Tristan Gray was expecting a fastball in that count.
Inside corner at the knees. And Gray 2 strikeouts, and here is Martin 0 for 2 today. This run of left-handers the Twins have seen will cease for one day, as Tampa Bay is lining up lefty Steven Matz to face the Twins on Saturday. 1 ball, 1 strike on Austin Martin. Changeup. So back-to-back strikeouts for Ragans, now 3 in a row dating back to the 5th inning. 8 for the game, 2 down. And now Buxton, who's 0 for 2 off Ragans here today. We focus, Perk, on the superstar matchup in this series. And some great numbers for these 2 all-stars here this week.
Studs up the middle.
And hard but foul.
We haven't seen Bobby Witt make many plays in the field in this series, have we?
No.
Nothing that stands out.
Buxton lines it to right. This one sending Thomas back. Jumps up, and Thomas makes the play. And Buxton, one outfielder to another, tips his helmet. So Lane Thomas, a late add to the starting lineup here today, robs Byron of extra bases. It's our unreal defense and Caglione. Splitter 0-1. And Pasquantino 1 for 2 today, 2 for 8 so far in the series. Popped up and playable. Keyshaw going out, Wallner coming in, and Wallner taking charge. 1 away. Josh Bradley, so far Perk strikeouts today. He has 3 of them, including 2 to Bobby Witt Jr.
First inning, Bobby Witt got him on the cutter swinging. Second time, Bobby Witt, it was a hundo. Strikeout looking, and then he got Lane Thomas on a cutter as well. He's got 7 swing and misses today.
It's a fair ball. Lewis backhands from left field, and Clemens can't finish the scoop on the back end, and Perez is safe. So Perez is on. That'll be ruled a hit. His 3rd hit of the series.
A heck of an adjustment by Royce on that hop as he was going toward the third baseline. Ball kind of hopped back behind him. Made a long throw, but it kind of in between Cody Clemens at first base.
Ball bouncing right near the lip of the grass. And Perez is safe. Caglione to right. Wallner in, going back, and Wallner makes the adjustment. Any outfielder will tell you the hardest ball to read and sometimes play is the line drive in right at you. And the wind is playing tricks with these guys in the outfield today.
The line drive right at you is the hardest one to gauge the depth of. Is that thing going to come right at me? Do I got to move in on it? Is it going to sink? Is it going to carry over my head? Even if it's just a little bit to your left or right, you can at least pick up an angle. Nice recovery by Wally.
2 down for India. As a cutter misses eyeball 1, India. After a 5 RBI game last night, 0 for 2 today. Buxton made a good play on India in deep right center, robbing him of a base hit in the second. Taj closing in on 100 pitches. He's at 96. 2 down here in the 6th inning. And Caratini will challenge. He's 2 for 2 today. And this one, I don't think is going to go his way. It was low, and it was. So Caratini loses his first challenge today. Twins have 1 remaining. Now 2-2.
Well, with the 4-seamer at bottom rail just low. This one out of the same spot, but a cutter. That's a good 2-pitch sequence from Taj.
A strike away from ending this inning. The 2-2 pitch rolled foul. And we'll update these numbers as the season plays out, but entering this series, so really one weekend, looking at some ABS numbers, the 2 most popular counts that we saw either the catcher, hitter, or even pitcher challenge were 2-2 and 0-0. Those were the 2 most prevalent counts that hitters and catchers, even pitchers, challenged. And the Royals lead 1 more. And West Fargo's own lefty Matt Straw back with the Royals where it all began. Spent the last few seasons with the Phillies. Returns to Kansas City here in 2026 and strike 1 on Keyshaw.
66 games in each of the last 2 years. Low 3/4. 4-seam slider, sinker cutter. To the righties, 4-seamer and a slider.
21st round pick by the Royals back in 2012. Made his big league debut in 2016. He's been very, very durable. Last couple of seasons, 66 games in 24, 66 more last year. 0-2 on Keyshaw. In on Luke, and it's popped up. Perez will give it a look, but no play. Strom, an all-star with the Phillies in 2024. Keyshaw. Wallner and then Caratini for the Twins here in the 7th. And Keyshaw swings and misses in the dirt as Perez completes the play. It's the 3rd strikeout for Keyshaw this season in 22 at-bats. So 1 down here in the Twins' 7th inning. Don't miss a pitch this season right here with Twins TV. Stream all games throughout Twins territory without blackouts, live or on demand for the entire 2026 campaign. Subscribe right now at twins.tv. I think Wallner's sick of facing lefties. It's like, at some point, will the baseball gods even out?
He's like, one time, can I just see a right-handed reliever?
Well hit to right down the line, turning and traveling foul. Wallner's home run came off a lefty, and Chris Bubic, it was a slider that was up here on Monday. Wallner now 8 career home runs, lefty on left. 0 for 2 today. Now looking ahead to the Royals, half of the 7th inning, bottom third. Collins, Thomas, and Isbell due up. Two down. Back-to-back strikeouts from Strom. Twins have struck out 10 times as a team today, and now 27 strikeouts for the offense so far in this series.
They missed the fastball, hittable pitch, the one before. He had done a good job not chasing that one there, but Strom, different animal out of the bullpen.
Caratini, bases empty, 2 outs. 1 for 2 as the switch hitting catcher. Caratini starting his 2nd game behind the plate. Two balls and no strikes. 3-0. Caratini with the Astros last year, low strikeout rate, also low walk rate. Clemens would bat next if Caratini extends the inning. And he will. So Caratini is on. Here comes Cody. Scoring from second base on a Salvador Perez throwing error. So Caratini got hit by a pitch. So he's on at first base. And now here's Cody. Sweeping across 0-2. Clemens 2 for 10 offensively to start his season. Take a timeout here. Reset. Twins have dropped their last 3. Royals have won their last 3. From our Progressive Wire Cam, look at Victor Caratini taking his lead at first base. The 1-2 to Clemens. 2-2.
A good take. Strom is last year 93rd percentile in chase rate, and it's that pitch right there. In the zone a long time.
Perez sets up, away. 2-2, flip to the air to shallow left center, and Collins over. And he'll make the catch to end the inning. Time to stretch here at Kauffman Stadium. Twins 1, Royals nothing.
And a blue moon.
Here this week, weather-wise, it was perfect on Monday. Then last night, fog, rainy, difficulty finding the ball on more than one occasion. Had some odd plays happening. And then today, on a windy day, the fountains blowing moisture all over the place. Under our cameras out at center. Some more work with the mound. Temperatures have warmed. We're dry. But wind today. A tight ball game to wrap up the series, 1-0 as the Royals bat here bottom 7. Pitching change, Taj Bradley departs and gives way to lefty Cody Funderburk.
As we've seen so far early in this season, Funderburk, that first lefty out of the pen. See if he can hold the lead here against the bottom third of the lineup.
Collins homered off Funderburk on Monday. They meet again here on Thursday. Collins a switch hitter, Maple Grove native. 1 for 2 today, and look at what the bottom third has done in this series. 10 runs from the bottom trio, and Collins a big part of that. 0-2. Early on this season, Funderburk's velocity is down just a little bit, averaging 9. Gone by plenty, but thankfully foul by plenty.
Tried to back foot the sweeper. Didn't get it there. Lucky that ball hooked foul.
Collins. Kick change, missing down and away. Ball 1. So Thomas on deck, followed by the lefty and Kyle Isbell. Funderburk stayed in the Twin Cities this winter, working out at a couple of places in Savage and Eagan. And now he's behind. Collins 3-2. Trying to bring that walk rate down early on this year. Small sample behind Collins. 3-2, struck him out with a high cutter.
Well, I like the back-to-back changeups on 0-2. He couldn't get Collins to bite on either one. 2-2 cutter, 3-2 cutter. Collins went up to try to get it. Came up empty.
So 1 down, now Lane Thomas. 0 for 2 today, 1 for 11 to begin his Royals career. I was saying earlier with Thomas, just 59 games, a wrist early, but then missed months with plantar fasciitis. And that's an injury that we followed closely with Carlos Correa the last few seasons. And it really bit into Thomas's playing time in a major way just last year. The 0-2 from Funderburk. Check swing and no swing on a spiked sweeper. Ball 1.
That's the back foot sweeper. You see how close that landed to Thomas's back foot, perfectly located.
Popped it up, and Caratini should have a play. Tosses the mess, scan. And 2 down. We were wondering how the Twins bullpen would look in terms of leverage in a tight game late. It didn't take long to see the 4 or 5, really the 3 or 4 guys that Derek Shelton and Pete Mackey, the Troy Hawkins are going to lean on here early.
Yeah, it's Funderburk, Bonda, Topa. Cole Sands got the 1 save.
Taylor Rogers as well.
Raj, yep. I think it was the guys that we expected. It was just more what order are they going to be used in? How are they going to be deployed? Cole Sands is warming up right now, and so I think they kind of pick out the pockets of where they think guys are going to have success, how the matchups work. We knew it was going to be that kind of group of guys.
Topa, he is getting ready for Garcia. They're 2 down here in the inning as Funderburk delivers 1-1. Out to left field. Deep but playable for Austin Martin. Onto the warning track. And a 1-2-3 7th for Cody Funderburk.
Well, Cole Reagans countered with 6 innings as well. 4 hits, no earned runs, 8 strikeouts, though, against the Twins. And interesting fact, so right now it's a 1-0 lead with an unearned run, the only on the board. Last time the Twins won a game in that situation was back in September of 2001, guys.
September 2001, the last time the Twins won a 1-0 game with that run being unearned. Josh Bell will try and change that score. Right now facing John Schreiber, who picked up the save on Monday night, his first of the season. As he takes over here in the 8th inning, Bell, Lewis, and Gray do up.
Yeah, scoreless inning, he allowed a hit. You see that sidearm delivery. 4-seam sweeper. Sinker and a cutter.
3-0 count to Bell. He'll swing and yank it foul. Schreiber was needed to save on Monday night. Carlos Estevez at the time was not in the IL. He is now with an injured foot. And Matt Strom and Lucas Erceg went back-to-back Saturday, Sunday in Atlanta. 3-2 on Bell. So Schreiber got the chance to save it back on Monday. Bell 0 for 2 today, 3 for 17 to start his Twins career. Yeah, there's ball 4. So Schreiber upset, and Bell draws the walk. Let's see if the Twins might pinch run here with Bell DHing, leading off the 8th inning. Up by 1, and for now the answer is no. Bell will run for himself. Royce Lewis 0 for 2 today. 2 at-bats against Reagan, struck out twice. Sinker runs inside. A couple of years ago, Schreiber, he was a ground ball machine. Back in 2024, his ground ball rate was over 52%. League average around 44%. And buckles Royce a bit. Legs moving, 1-1.
Front hip breaking ball? Not really.
Bell at first and nobody out. Now 3-1. Weather was terrible last night, but high walk rate so far in this series from the Kansas City pen collectively. 3-2. Don't see Josh Bell running here. Hasn't stolen a base since 2018. Has 4 career stolen bases.
The Royals are thinking along with you. Pasquantino doing a half hold.
If anything, to get Bell on the move, not so much for the stolen base, but to avoid the double play.
Yeah.
He stays. 3-2, foul back. That's one that Royce would like to see again.
Yep.
Line into left field. And over the head of Collins. That'll find the wall. Bell on his way to third base. He'll be held by Ramon Borrego. And Royce Lewis, 8th inning double. And the Twins have second and third and still nobody out.
Well, and after buckling on a couple of sweepers for called strikes and then missing the fastball, he's able to reset himself, got another sweeper. Kept the barrel in the zone long enough to golf that one out over Collins' head.
So Royce now has 4 hits this season, all for extra bases, 2 homers and 2 doubles. Derek Shelton in his office before the game today, just talking about the season so far. And the Twins made that a game late last night, but in some of their losses, just seeking that big hit. In tight games in Baltimore, that was a common sight. Just needed that one impactful game-changing swing. They have a chance now. Infield will play in Tristan Gray. Digs in 0 for 2 today.
He's got one of the big hits that the Twins have needed.
Game in Baltimore. This is cued foul. Under Rocco Baldelli the last couple of years, the Twins, they ran the contact play with everybody. Still learning about the style of play that Derek Shelton will want here this season. Again, Bell not the fastest guy. You run that risk with nobody out on a ground ball against a very good defensive infield. The 1-1. 1-2. Now the theory behind the Twins early on in terms of the contact play, sprint speed played a big part of that. But that went by the wayside about 2 years ago as Gray strikes out. So 1 out. A key out there for Schreiber. And here comes Austin Martin. Let's see if he will bat for himself. He will not. Trevor Larnach will hit in place of Martin.
Perfectly located sweeper from Schreiber there. He needed a strikeout.
As the Royals will meet, just to finish up that thought, and Brian Sweeney, pitching coach, will head out to the mound. Now going back really, Perk, I would say 2022, 2023, what went behind the Twins in terms of the contact play was if that runner at third base was league average anywhere above in terms of sprint speed, then it was a go. And then like green light for everybody contact play.
Yeah, they just wanted to force the action. And I know that there's some math in there with what it leaves you on the back end and why it was worth doing, but it seemed to me the way that major leaguers can field and throw, not as difficult as you'd think for them to cut that guy off at home, especially if they have any extra time at all. And with a guy like Josh Bell on third base, the infielders have plenty of time to
now
make
I think
that throw.
the chances climb with 1 out about going.
Well, and this is where, whether it was Tristan Gray in that last at-bat or Trevor Larnach here, find a way to get the ball to the outfield.
Larnach is high. Well, the splits with Schreiber, you go back more last year. And now the Royals are going to put Larnach on intentionally and load the bases for Byron Buxton. And Schreiber better against righties than lefties. So Larnach off the bench, intentionally walked. He'll be lifted for James Outman. So Outman in to run for Larnach. So a lot happening here in the 8th inning. Twins looking to break this one open a bit. Let's see if Buxton can come up with a key swing. Hit the ball hard his last time up, lining out to deep right. And Thomas made a great catch in the warning track.
And if you're wondering why Outman's pinch running for Larnach there and didn't pinch run for Bell, Outman is going to go play defense one way or another. Twins are going to end this inning with the lead. And they're going to want Outman out in left field.
And one thing, yes, it does set up the force, the double play and all that, but still, Schreiber has to throw strikes here. He's already walked one in the inning. Now the intentional walk to Larnach. A 1-0 count to Buxton. A swing and a fly ball into center field. Isbell in the sun coming in. He'll make the catch. Bell will tag. He will head home, and Isbell's throw is way up the line. It's a sac fly from Byron Buxton, and the Twins take a 2-0 lead.
Big insurance run for the Twins, and Buck went up to the plate with this plate appearance with one thing in his mind, and that's get the ball to the outfield, get that guy in from third base. That's exactly what he did. Nice base running on the back end by Royce too. Watch that throw. As soon as it cleared, then he went to third.
First RBI for Buxton this year. Twins by 2, and now Keyshaw. And a strike. What about Outman and running here, or do you not want to take the bat out of Keyshaw's hands here?
See it going either way. I want Keyshaw to hit here with guys on.
Snap throw back to first, and safe is Outman. That's a throw we have seen Perez make for a long time. And Outman diving back in safely, and the Royals will not challenge. And he was safe. Right hand back on the corner. So Perez is out relaying instruction. And if Outman runs, where the throw will go. Now the Royals want to play it. Keyshaw, 2 infield hits today. Outman runs, and Perez will not throw. Stolen base for Outman. And Perez popped up, gave it a look, but did not fire. Base hit should score 2. It's a 1-2 count to Keyshaw. Just outside. Nobody up in the Royals bullpen. This is Schreiber. First base now open, but 3-2 on Keyshaw. Wallner on deck. To third, Garcia. Across, and the stretch from Pasquantino in time to end the inning. The Twins do add 1, leave 2 in scoring position. New score, bottom 8 and into right field. Leadoff single for Garcia. His first hit today and his 4th of the series.
Cole Sands got the save. The Twins' only win so far this year in Baltimore. A couple of strikeouts in that inning, and I think more than what inning he's throwing, it's who he's throwing to. And what he's done over the past couple of years out of the bullpen, been a reliable guy, and it's the best part of the Royals lineup. He's the guy that Shelty goes to.
James Outman, after running for Larnach, stays in left field. Shelty and the Twins seeking their second win of the season. Witt 0 for 3 today, 1 for 10 of the series. Pass of that cutter from Sands. 1 ball, 1 strike count on Witt. Well, Sands in his debut Saturday against the Orioles, 4-seam curve split cutter. Fastball average just below 94. He averaged 95 with his 4-seam fastball last season. 1-2. Garcia leads at first, nobody out. He stays. To the right side, over a leaping Kershaw to the gap in right center. Garcia to third, Witt holds at first base, and the Royals have runners at the corners with nobody out. What Corgan looked like intent with the swing from Witt based on what the pitch was and where he wanted this one to go.
And that's basically what he's been doing this whole series. He's keeping the front shoulder in there, and he's driven multiple balls right center, right field in this series, and no change there.
He's the tying run. I have to think he's going to be looking to run here quickly, right, with Pasquantino at the plate. Was a double play candidate. Doesn't run 0-1 on a splitter. Pasquantino 1 for 3. Runner stay outside. Pasquantino so far this season hitting a ton of line drives. With the tying run at first, Garcia's at third. The 1-1. Skied to right. Wallner in. Catch is made. Garcia tags, and Wallner makes the right play. Throwing to second base. Sac fly for Pasquantino. Scores Garcia, but keeps Witt at first base. It's a 2-1 game.
Yeah, Matt Wallner had no thought about throwing that ball home. Got underneath that, made sure he made the catch. And then with that, making sure he keeps Bobby Witt at first base.
And now Perez 1 for 3. Witt stays put. Breaking ball, strike 1. Perez 2 for 5 lifetime against Sands. To short, Gray, second, and Kershaw with the stretch and the dig. And for now, Witt is out number 2. Witt, though, asking his dugout to take a look at it. So Gray had to get it out quickly, and Kershaw with a stretch and the catch. And for now, 2 down. And Pasquantino, after the sac fly, will give way to Cotrero and an 8th inning challenge. So we've had issues with the microphones today, but we saw Cotrero indicate a challenge. And there's really no harm in trying at this point, because even if the Royals are wrong, once you reach the 8th inning or beyond, you can always ask the crew chief to look at any reviewable play.
And without seeing a clean one yet, you wonder if that's what's going on. But is Kershaw's left foot on the base there? Bobby Witt made that a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Selby hit that ball hard. Gray got rid of it quick.
Keyshaw almost acting like a first baseman.
Heck of a pick by Keyshaw. He doesn't have time to get set up like a first baseman does. He's got a tiny little glove. Athletic play at second.
The call on the field is out. Let's see if we have a working mic. He is out. And Witt is the second out, and among the game's faster players is removed here in the 8th inning in a one-run game. So Luke Keyshaw with an outstanding defensive play, and Witt is out number 2. Perez is safe at first. Jack Caglione, a lefty, is due up, and the Twins will make a pitching change here in the 8th inning. Taylor Rogers coming in next to face Caglione in a one-run game. Known as the batter. Tyler Tolbert is running at bases last year, caught twice, but over parts of 6 minor league seasons, Tolbert stole more than 250 bases, caught only 20 times. So wondering, okay, Tolbert, he's in to run for Perez. Remember, Carter Jensen, he was supposed to catch today. He was scratched, moving Perez from DH to behind the plate. But we're told that Jensen is putting the gear on inside the first base dugout. Runner goes, and the pitch is a strike and no throw. Caratini dropped it.
He tried to go the first pitch, kind of stumbled.
1-1 to Caglione. Swing and a miss on a slow breaking ball at 76 miles an hour from Rogers.
But for Rogers, whether Tolbert was on first or now he's on second, you don't even worry about him. Hit the guy at home plate. Got 2 strikes, 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning.
Tying run at second base. Rogers to Caglione. He struck him out with a sweeper. Vanishing off the outside corner. Rogers comes in and gets his man. The veteran Rogers strikes out Caglione. Twins maintain the lead. 1-1 on Wallner. That's 0 for 3 today and 2 for 12 in the series. Line to left center field, slicing deep in the alley. Back it goes, and that is gone. Matt Wallner. Opposite field, solo home run. And the Twins quickly regain a 2-run lead. It is 3-1 here in the 9th inning.
Boy, he turned that around quick. 97 in, 110 out. That was a bullet.
And not even a full swing.
No, but that's what Matt Wallner can do when he gets his arms extended, which is why you see fastballs into him. Leave it all over the plate. And it's easy pop.
405 feet on Wallner's second homer this season. Both have come in this series. And the Twins get that big 9th inning insurance run. And lead by a pair. Ball 1 to Victor Caratini.
Got to believe that that's another home run that wouldn't have been with the old fence.
I was just going to ask you that. Moving the fences in at left center, right center.
And down. 18
down,
inches.
Yeah, the wall, down.
Yep.
Two balls and no strikes on Caratini. Steven Cruz from the Dominican Republic was signed by the Twins, international free agent, in March of 2017, then part of the package that the Twins sent to Kansas City before the 2023 season, and the trade that brought Michael A. Taylor to the Twins in 2023. One hopper to the right side, eats up India. Makes the play for out number 1. Remember, 2023, Byron Buxton was only DHing that year. And The Twins had Michael A. Taylor as their primary everyday center fielder a couple of years ago. Evan Sisk also was in that trade the Twins sent to the Royals to get Taylor. Good trade by the Twins a couple of years back. I remember 2023, the Twins opened the season here.
Yeah.
And asking Rocco Baldelli at that point, okay, so Byron, what's his plan for center? Well, yeah, we're going to ease him in, wait for the weather to warm up, when I think they knew all along that he was not going to play center.
Yeah, in hindsight, those pieces kind of fit that wasn't going to happen.
0-2 on Cody Clemens, who's been out twice today and scored a run. And as the story goes, it was during spring training when Carlos Correa walked by Michael A. Taylor at one point and said to Taylor, hey, be ready to play center field virtually every day. And that caught Taylor by surprise because he thought he was going to start in center, but then eventually that guy right there was going to work his way back in. I think Correa got wind of the fact what the Twins' plans were for both Byron and Taylor after that trade. Buxton back in center. He did not like DHing. Wanted to get back in the outfield. He's made a couple of good plays today. The 1-2 to Clemens. Josh Bell on deck. Walked and scored last inning. Clemens sends it high and deep to left field, sending Collins to the wall, and that is gone. Back-to-back, I should say not back-to-back, but Cody Clemens with a home run to left. The Twins have their second homer here in the ninth inning, and the lead grows to 3. So two lefties both go oppo off Cruz. It was Wallner to left center. Now Clemens to straightaway left field.
Sneaky pop from Cody Clemens. We've been talking about that. Not a big dude, but he can leave any park anywhere. That was not a cheap home run through the Twins bullpen. Oppo.
First for Clemens. And the lead is now 3 here in the ninth inning. Still one out. Josh Bell. He wants in. And he will get in. Wow, this is crushed out to right. Back it goes, and that is gone. Josh Bell is homered in back-to-back days. Make that 3 home runs for the Twins here in the ninth inning. It is now 5-1.
What a way to add some insurance.
Wallner, Clemens, and now Bell all go deep. And the Twins open up a 4-run lead. Buxton with a flex in the dugout for Bell, who's now 5 homers shy of 200.
It's a slider. Yeah. Middle up. Nice little pose from Bell.
Wallner's second for Bell, first for Clemens. 5-1. Twins scored their first ninth inning runs of the season last night, scoring 3 times. Have added 3 more in the ninth inning today. Latest from Bell. Here's Royce, way outside. And Royce will challenge. So a 2-1 count, called the strike. Royce challenging. And Royce was right. The challenge by Royce. Twins have done well in that department again today.
Came in leading the league in challenges.
22 entry plate today. The next closest team, the Yankees, with 16. That'll go foul. First time the Twins have gone back-to-back since July of last year. As Lewis strikes out. And there are 2 down here in the 9th inning. Let's go back to Josh Bell. No doubter from the left side.
I still don't know where this ball landed.
The bullpen, right?
Did it? He hits them so high.
Oh, it's too high. Who cares?
It's not. It's not too high. Yeah, it's not.
0-1 to Gray. Yeah, before today, the last time the Twins went back-to-back was before the All-Star break. Buxton Castro, mid-July at home against Pittsburgh. You know what that was? That was the Buxton cycle game. Because Byron hit that home run to center field, and as the crowd was trying to build to recognize the cycle, Willie Castro had a home run. Like seconds later.
Yeah, I was trying to remember. I'm like, I worked that game. I'm like, I don't remember back-to-back home runs, but that would be why.
Pops away from Jensen.
Yeah, Buck was trying to do a curtain call.
Right, and then Willie said, hang on, I'm going deep. The 1-2 from Steven Cruz. Popped up. Now the infield. All these powder blue jerseys. It'll be Pasquantino to end the inning. But the Twins break it open, and now the lead is 4. The Twins explode here in the 9th inning. The Moose, he went deep. And Royce will be charged with an error. First error committed by the Twins today. Now Isaac Collins. He is 1 for 3. Those insurance runs even larger right now. Switch hitting outfielder Isaac Collins. Ball 2. Royals have 2 challenges remaining. Twins have 1. Strike 1. A pause there from Collins. Kept his hands at his side. Lane Thomas on deck. Lights are on here at Kauffman Stadium. Ball 4. So an error, now a walk. And the Royals are making some noise here, bottom 9. And this has been the part of the order that has given the Twins fits so far in this series. Bottom 3, bottom 4 throughout the week.
You just don't want to make it any more difficult on yourself. And Royce kicked an easy ball. Topa, ground ball guy. Good pitch, get a ground ball. He might get 2 outs out of it. Got to be in the strike zone.
His first walk of the year. Here's Lane Thomas. As Topa again misses. Thomas 0 for 3 and 1 for 12 to begin his season with Kansas City. Ground ball is short. Twins have a chance. 2nd for 1. Keyshaw's return, and there's the ground ball double play. What Topa was hoping for, 6-4-3. Double play, India to 3rd, now 2 down.
Easy game, right? Make a good pitch, get a ground ball, let the guys go to work behind you. Nice little 6-4-3.
Infield back, 2 down for Kyle Isbell. He's 1 for 3 today. And Royce now creeps in off the line at 3rd. Isbell 1 for 3. Topa and the Twins are a strike away. Twins looking to win today, not just to avoid being swept, but to avoid their worst start to begin a season since 2016, when they began 0-9. A progressive wire cam. Topa's 0-2 pitch. He struck him out swinging, and this one is over. And the Twins win the series finale. 5-1 the final score. On 9th inning.